Welcome back to USA Car Reviews, where we dive into the history, the legacy, and the impact of America's most iconic vehicles. Today, we're taking a close look at a truck that helped shape not only Ford's reputation, but also the entire American pickup market. I'm talking about the 1953 Ford F-Series, a model year that marked a turning point in design, performance, and identity. When you think about the Ford F-Series being the best-selling truck line in the United States for decades, you have to go back and recognize how important the early 1950s were in laying that foundation. The 1953 Ford F-Series came at a time when America itself was changing. The war was behind us, families were moving to the suburbs, businesses were expanding, and pickups were no longer just farm equipment or workhorses. They were becoming part of everyday American life. People wanted something practical, but they also wanted style and comfort. Ford recognized this shift and delivered a truck that blended utility with a sense of modern design. One of the first things you notice about the 1953 F-Series is its completely new styling compared to earlier models. This was the year Ford launched what it called the second generation of the F-Series. Trucks got wider, longer, and more comfortable. Ford redesigned the cab to provide more headroom, more legroom, and overall better ergonomics. Instead of feeling cramped and strictly utilitarian, the new F-Series gave drivers a sense that they were stepping into a proper vehicle, not just a tool for hauling. That might sound simple today, but in the early 1950s, it was a game changer. The model lineup was also significant. Ford rebranded the trucks, moving away from the old designations like F1, F2, and F3, and introducing the names that we're more familiar with now, the F100, F250, and F350. This move set the stage for the naming convention that has lasted for generations, all the way to the modern F150 that dominates the market today. That single shift in branding alone tells you how much Ford was thinking about the future. Now, under the hood, the 1953 F-Series offered some interesting options. Buyers could choose between the tried-and-true 215 cubic inch inline-six, or they could go for the flathead V8, which had become a Ford signature. In 1953, Ford's V8 delivered 106 horsepower, which may not sound like much in today's world of 400-plus horsepower trucks, but at the time, it provided plenty of grunt for hauling and towing. And remember, trucks in that era were much lighter than the technology-packed machines we have today, so every bit of power counted. Ford also upgraded the suspension and frame design, making the truck more durable and more comfortable to drive on the expanding network of highways. This was an era when road trips were becoming popular, and even pickup owners wanted a smoother ride. The F-Series offered that balance between rugged toughness and improved drivability. Another interesting detail is that 1953 marked Ford's 50th anniversary as a company. To celebrate, Ford included a special steering wheel medallion on these trucks, proudly displaying the company's heritage. That little touch not only gave the truck some collectability, but it also reminded buyers that Ford had been building vehicles for half a century and was planning on being around for a lot longer. From a design perspective, the 1953 F-Series trucks are pure classic Americana. The wide horizontal grille, the rounded fenders, and the simple yet bold lines gave the truck a presence that still turns heads at car shows today. The interiors were basic compared to modern standards, but they were functional, and Ford even began offering more comfort options like better heaters and improved seating. Slowly but surely, the pickup truck was evolving from a bare-bones work rig into something people could enjoy driving every day. Looking back, the 1953 Ford F-Series represents a key chapter in automotive history. It wasn't just about selling a truck, it was about redefining what a truck could be. It showed the world that utility vehicles didn't have to be uncomfortable or outdated. They could be stylish, practical, and versatile. That philosophy carried forward through every generation of the F-Series, leading to the dominance we see today. So, whether you're a classic car enthusiast, a truck lover, or just someone who appreciates American automotive history, the 1953 Ford F-Series deserves respect. It's a reminder of how far we've come and how important it is to innovate while still staying true to what people need. From farms and construction sites to suburban driveways, the F-Series has been there for Americans, and the 1953 model year was a milestone in that journey. That wraps up today's deep dive here on USA Car Reviews. If you enjoyed learning about the 1953 Ford F-Series and want to see more stories about classic American cars and trucks, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with another look at the vehicles that built America.